Spent some time watching the Boogie2988 documentary a little while ago, and it's interesting because Boogie2988 is basically one of the original people from YouTube, like one of the first people who I ever saw from a viral video. Um, and it's interesting seeing some of the things with him because there are some things that I did not know about him in there. Like, I did not realize that he spent $200,000 on sex workers in 2 years, and I did not realize that he lost a whole bunch of money in crypto. Um, and honestly, a lot of people lost a whole bunch of money in crypto. I actually feel bad for Boogie about that, simply because a lot of people got a lot of bad advice about crypto, NFTs, Bitcoin, all of that. It's a huge problem with crypto. Now, throwing $650,000 into crypto at once probably wasn't a great idea, but if somebody tells you you can 10x your money overnight, you're and they show you, like, a lot of the crypto dudes actually show you, which is a problem because the crypto dudes actually show you huge huge gains that they have, which is something that makes people more likely to actually go through with actually getting into it. Now, um I enjoyed his Francis stuff when I was a kid, like when I was younger, because I'm about 20 years younger than him, maybe even a little bit younger than that. um which is, whatever. As a kid, I enjoyed the Francis stuff. I followed him for a while. Sometimes I'd watch his Magic the Gathering stuff. I'd watch him. Sometimes I'd watch a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering stuff because I thought it was fun and it was cool. Nobody cares. Now, I'm on the Boogie2988 subreddit right now, and it says nobody cares about the 750K crypto lie, and I'm confused about that. It's an interesting situation going on with that because YouTube is a thing that you can make into a career, and you can make a lot of money doing YouTube, make a lot of money doing content creation. But the majority of people who do make money doing content creation end up in the same situation as Bookie at the end, especially if they make it big, because it's quick money. It's every month you're getting a big check. If you're getting a $10,000 check every month, $120,000 a year, and all you're doing is uploading videos, maybe streaming a little bit, you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to spend this. Like, I made about $800 on TikTok last month, and I ended up spending all of it, but I ended up spending it on my phone bill, a couple of streaming services, and some clothes that I needed to get, and those lights that I see in the background, and throwing a little bit, maybe like 50 or $60 in the bank just to keep. But if you're getting quick money, $10,000 a month, after taxes, I'm saying after taxes, 10,000 a month, you are going to be spending it in wild ways. You're going to be like, I'm going to get everything I want. That's why a lot of professional athletes, a lot of content creators, and a lot of lottery winners end up going bankrupt. Now, the most interesting thing was I thought that the documentary did everything um, in its power to cast Boogie into um, a bad light. And it spent everything that it could to sped him into bad light, which is fine. But I was surprised because Boogie was actually part of the documentary because he gave the dude like 7, 8, 9 months to actually um, get himself the what was I going to say? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because I'm looking on the Boogie2988 subreddit for some stuff. But it was 7, 8, 9 months to actually be there, which is interesting because 7, 8, 9 months. If somebody's with me 7, 8, 9 months filming a documentary, I'm going to do everything in my power to make me look good. Like maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, one time I did something stupid, and I'll be like, yeah, there was that one time that I fell off the side of a horse or something. I've never been on a horse, but like that would be like, oh yeah, one time I fell down because I drank too much or something like that. That has happened. Which I totally understand. Like Boogie was talking about addiction, and I completely understand addiction because I was addicted to alcohol for a little while. Thankfully, I was able to stop. Mainly, it was because my source of alcohol got cut off, which is one way to get your alcohol with addiction under control. But it seemed like a hit piece, and now what's happening is everybody is angry with Boogie2988 and everybody hates him, which is interesting because yeah, there is that whole situation. You either live long enough, you either die the hero or live long enough to become see yourself become the villain, and it almost feels like that happened. And I feel like that there are some issues that he has. Like everybody has issues. There's no way that you can't have issues because when you have no issues, you're not a person. You have to have some type of issues in order to. Now, the one thing is, I do understand he he did fire that gun and almost spent some time in jail. But that was it. That was a whole thing. I don't understand the laws in Arkansas enough to comment on that, but I do know, maybe not necessarily. You shouldn't. I know you shouldn't be stalking people, and I know you shouldn't be shooting people. Those both of those things can be true, but like right now, it looks like just everybody's out to get the guy. And it's like, it's kind of sad, especially because, like, he started off as one of those people. At one point, people called him the Mr. Rogers of the internet, which I thought, even back then, I thought was a little meh. Because, like, the Mr. Rogers of the internet, I don't think we have a Mr. Rogers of the internet or ever have. It would be cool if we did, but, like, it didn't feel like he was a Mr. Rogers guy because of the Francis character, which, fine, whatever. But I don't understand why everybody hates Boogie these days. And they gotta stop. I feel like it would be better if instead of just everybody going out and being like, I hate Boogie. Boogie's a terrible person, he's a liar, and blah blah blah. It would be like better to just either leave it alone or offer support or just be like, yeah, stuff happens.